Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's episode. Since we are on lockdown, I wanted to do a few DIYs using things that I already have. Now a little disclaimer, I know that not everyone might have the same things that I do because let's be real, I'm a crafter, so I do have a lot of stuff and I understand you might not have those. This is just kind of to inspire you and maybe give you some ideas. You don't have to use everything that I use. You can obviously use similar items, use what you already have yourself. And if you feel like you absolutely need to get some things that are, you know, maybe you don't have paint or something, then I would just do it like whenever you have like an essential run, maybe to Walmart or Target, like grab some on the way, because I know that sometimes we do have to go to the store for some things, whether we like it or not. Just be cautious, be safe, sanitize everything, you guys. Another little disclaimer, I did grab a few things on my essential run to Target. I feel bad saying that. I normally do drive up for Target, but the thing is that sometimes they won't have like certain things. Oh, why that's my eyelasher. Sometimes Target's website won't show like the stuff that I'm actually looking for on the website for some reason, or it'll probably be like limited stock and then I have to get off and buy it. So I took advantage of that moment to get some stuff that I've been looking for. So going into the decor items, now I've been into bohemian like / Scandinavian type of decor lately. Honestly, I do change my mind a lot. And you probably already noticed that if you follow me on Instagram. I'm always moving my stuff around, my furniture and stuff like that. And there's ways that I do that with zero to no money, which I will go more into in another video, in another episode. But for today, we're gonna stick to, I always like ramble. I have been leaning towards like bohemian / Scandinavian. Bohemian does include like more colors and I'm more into the neutral side of that. So that's why I kind of lean towards Scandinavian. They do have similar styles, but I'm not just like 100% on one. But I've been loving like neutral colors, not just gray and black and white, but some kind of warm colors in there, which is what I'm liking lately. I'm leaning more to the warmer side. I'm stepping out of the cool side. So that is why I decided that I wanted to go to Target, because I did see also that Target released a few items that were kind of like in that type of like bohemian kind of, and I was really loving, and I took advantage of some items. Like I said, like I've mentioned before, my Target is not always stocked and I don't know why, but I don't like to go to other ones. I just don't like to drive that far, to be honest. And plus I don't have time to do that. I only get one trip and that's it. So that is why I just grabbed what I could from there. And I will share with you throughout the video where I added these and how I used them. So for the first project, it's going to be this wood bead garland. Wood beads have been really trendy lately and I had a lot of them left over from a Christmas ornaments video. These are the supplies that you will need. So first things first is going to be the tassels. I decided to use this piece of carton as my guide. This is going to guide the length of the tassel, and then you're just going to wrap around as many times as you'd like. Obviously, the more you wrap, the fuller your tassel will be. I didn't make mine too full because I wasn't sure if I was going to have enough material, to be honest. So then you trim off the excess, and then you're going to cut two separate pieces of cord. One is going to tie the top of the tassel, and then the other one is going to wrap around the tassel. Now a little tip for you guys, because I made a mistake here. So after you're done tying this part right here, do not bring the pieces down like I did. I would just leave them out so that when you're done with your tassel, you'll have something to hang the tassel to the garland. Because what I did was bring it back down, and actually that was a huge mistake because then I had no way of hanging the tassel to the garland. And then we're gonna obviously cut off the bottom, which is what makes the tassel. And then this is where you're gonna use the second piece of cord that I asked you to cut in the beginning, because this piece is what's gonna help you hold the tassel together. Then you trim off the edges just to clean it up and make it even, and there you have it, a tassel. After you're done making your tassels, we're moving on to the garland. So what I did was cut off a piece of cord. I didn't measure anything, to be honest. I just eyeballed the length of it. This is what's actually going to be the size or the length of your garland. And then we're going to feed in the beads. So feel free to do whatever you like with the beads, whatever pattern you like. The possibilities are endless. Once you finish the garland, now it's on to hanging the tassels. So like I told you guys before, I actually had to cut a separate piece, feed it through the tassel so that then I can hang it onto the garland. It was a lot of work, but it worked. It happened. We learn from our mistakes. This is the thing about DIYing. Sometimes things don't work out the way we want to, and we just have to like try our best to make it work. Here she is. I decided to hang it over the fireplace just because this right here looked a little too bland, and I actually really love it. On to project number 2. It's going to be this mandala tapestry, and here are the supplies that you're gonna need. I've been really into tapestries lately, and since I did have canvas fabric in my craft drawer, I decided why not try to make my own. So obviously I ended up using my Cricut to cut the image just because I am not an artist, you guys. But if you don't have any type of cutting machine, don't worry, I found an article on where they teach you how to hand draw a mandala, so I will link it down below for you guys. And just as I suspected, I knew something was not going to go right with this. So I did have trouble with my cutting machine. I think I needed a new blade. It kept tearing up the mandala apart. Every time that it would cut it, it would do so well, and then in the end, it would just rip it apart. So I tried and I tried, changed the settings, changed the type of paper, and I finally, after like the 6th or 7th try, it worked. I almost gave up on it, but I'm glad that I didn't, because obviously I did love the end result. And as always, my little helper, Noah, never fails to show up in the camera. And by the way, you guys, I also found some mandala stencils, and I will link them below for you. Onto the fabric, make sure that you cut or that you measure out what you want to cut, because it'll really help in the fraying detail, because mine does look a little bit crooked. I mean, it was my first time doing it. I will attempt it again, but not anytime soon, I don't think. So according to the article that I found, you guys, each color has a different meaning to the mandala. So since I was gonna hang the tapestry, and it is fabric obviously, I didn't want the top to bend when I would hang it, so I decided to glue some cake pop sticks together and then glue it to the back of the mandala, which is going to help it stiffen. If you don't want the stick to show, what you can do is fold the fabric over the stick, fold it down so that it hides it. I honestly was gonna do that, but I actually like the detail of the fabric, like the top part, so which is why I didn't want to hide that, and I left it as is. Nobody's gonna see the back anyway, hopefully. And then we're gonna glue a piece of cord, which is what we're gonna use to hang it from. And of course you trim the excess, and there you have it, mandala tapestry. The mandala has a beautiful meaning behind it, you guys. Make sure you check out the link below. And for the third project, I don't know if you guys remember, this is where we used to have the TV, and I decided to make it into a gallery wall instead, and these are the supplies that you're gonna need. So this is a way that I actually switch out my decor really often, obviously by switching just the artwork or pictures from the frames. All you need is basic frames, and whenever you get tired of them, you can switch them out instead of buying new frames each time. There's a lot of websites out there, you guys, that allow free downloads for personal use, and Etsy is going to be your best friend as well. Etsy has a lot of talented artists that sell their artwork, their own designs, so beautiful and unique. Check them out because I mean, it's nice to support small businesses too. Oh, and a quick tip, you guys, before you hang up your gallery wall, set them up on the floor first of how you want them to look, or so you kind of have an idea. Take a picture of it and then hang them up. I didn't take a picture and I tried to remember how they went and I had trouble. And here is the final look. I love the gallery wall. It's so pretty. I love that everything actually goes so well together. The black, the wood tones, the pictures, you guys, that I had printed already match so well with each other and with the artwork around it. I was so impressed. That is all for today's episode. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that maybe some of these pieces inspire you to create your own. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.